You're gonna say something that's gonna
Welcome
spark
to
something.
another episode of Pure Transparency. We're your hosts,
Ego Boomy
Anaya Jennings.
and our special guest.
Bro.
Today's episode is brought to you by Ataraxis, a place of unity, peace, and growth. Today's topic is the art of seduction. Now that we are in a microwave type of era, have been for quite a few years, I think the art of seduction has disappeared due to that everything is so accessible, especially I was about to say that didn't sound right, so let me take that back. I just scratched my ears. So even when you go into terms of social media, everything is so accessible that you don't have to have the art of seduction, which we were taught. Well, I was taught at a young age by older women. They taught you how to put on perfume and how to put that extra red lip on, or make sure you put your hair this way with your sweater, and make sure you're wearing heels. My family was a heel family, still is. Make sure you have a pair of heels on, and it was always about that art of catching the man's eye and keeping his attention. And I think now that everything is so microwave and so fast and so quick, I think that skill and that art is now non-existent. You may see a few women with it. I also want to say like a classy woman. Classy women don't exist anymore. Like when I grew up, we wore pearls. You had your cardigan with your pearls. Your hair was pulled up. You know what I mean? Them type of women are not here anymore. And I think that the art of seduction is gone. That art is like it's not in existence. And if you see it in somebody young, it's shocking. And you already know that she was educated by her mother's mother's mother because it's not there anymore. Even when you go, a guy I know went to a strip club and he was just like, all she did was twerk. She didn't sell that illusion of me wanting to be with her. You know what I mean? It was all like, and that's it. Oh shit. Water on the floor. So excuse me. So then my bad. That's sorry. So then he was just like the artist suggestion wasn't there. He was just like, I couldn't really get into it. She didn't sell a story, she didn't sell an illusion. It was just like, bye, here you go. So it's just like, why is that a lost skill? And passing the mic to either one of you.
It's funny because when I grew up with Caribbean parents, and their ideologies of what was seductive was different.
Mm-hmm.
For my parents, for my mom, it wasn't about the lipstick, the perfume, because for her, to me, only certain types of women will wear certain types of lipsticks and will wear certain types of outfits and things like that. So it was always be mindful of what you're wearing, because what you wear determines the kind of guy that you're going to get. So it's like I had to be modest, I had to be kind of subdued. You know what I mean? So it's like I couldn't wear short skirts, I couldn't wear anything tight, so everything had to be modest. So I just ended up being a just straight tomboy. And I was like, well, it don't even matter to me, I don't care.
Unplug the whole situation. Just like
Yeah, I was like, crisis averted. So for me,
right.
I wore Tim's, baggy jeans, baggy shirt, hoodie, and I
You
was
still could
good.
be seductive in that very same thing.
And it's funny because my dad used to always tell me, you have to leave something to the imagination. A man is going to want you for your intellect, for your brains, and for the woman that you are, and then let him imagine what the rest of you look like. So for me,
Mm.
it was like, all right, well then I'm good. He can imagine away because I'm good. But I used to always see the other girls on the block that had like the real short skirts, and they wore the heels, and they wore so much makeup. If they hit their face on the wall, their face would be on the wall.
Right.
You
Right.
know, but then I also looked at the guys that they attracted. So for me, what my dad used to always say to me always rang true, because I saw the girls that dressed certain ways, and I saw the guys that they attracted, and they weren't, those weren't the kind of guys you want to bring home to mom and pops. Those were the guys that you kind of just met them in the back alley and called it a day.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, all right, so I'm going to stay the way I am. I
Mm-hmm.
was told by my niece that I dress my daughter too much like a kid. She's 13. How else am I supposed to dress her?
Right. Whoa. Yeah. Like,
And
what
this
is it
is
supposed to?
where the art of seduction gets lost with a lot of times our younger generation. We're too
Mm,
busy trying to make them grow up too quickly. You know,
that's true.
we got these young girls wearing, 6-inch heels with short skirts, got cutoffs and showing off their belly, and they're 12.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. That's
And it's
true.
like, what are we doing here? What are we teaching our daughters? So but that's just my take on it.
No, that's cool. And that's so funny because I grew up in California. So what you guys consider to be promiscuous or certain women didn't wear that, that was our normal. You know what I mean? We're Cali girls. That's what we did. So it was just like the mini skirts was definitely a thing. I wasn't allowed to wear a belly shirt. My mom wasn't having that. But I can have this, you know what I mean? The heels things wasn't a big issue for her. She just like certain things I just couldn't wear. But what I'm learning is that, and then when dating men, and the men that I was always arm candy. Let's just keep it real. I was that trophy girlfriend type shit. So for me, growing up with the women I grew up with and the men that they have, they were wives. So therefore, men are visual. They always had to keep his attention. So in order to keep its attention, you had to do something different. And we talk about the times that we're talking about like 12, 14, 30, 45 years of marriage. Shits get dull. Let's just be honest. And I've been seeing that D all type of ways, and I'm tired of it. So what you do, same thing for a female. Like that's why we went to go and get our hair done and we switch it up. But what I learned is that, and what my family always taught me, that men are visual. Men like to see certain things. And not saying that you have to be out here bearing it all, but at the same time though, in order to keep their eye. And then my dad would always tell me beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And for years I struggled with that. I just didn't know what that means. So it means that you may not have been that girl that wore all that makeup and whatnot, but yet and still the one that got the attention of the person was because of who she was. And the art of seduction is basically keeping your partner's attention to the point of contentment. And a lot of men are not content with the women they have today because a lot of women have forgotten how to go and it's not about wigs and lashes and all of that, but your natural beauty, your mental, your conversation. You see what I'm saying? Your interaction, being able to hold his attention. You know what I mean? And then only that, learn how to cross your legs. Some men love pantyhose. Freeze. Don't, it ain't my fault. I'm just saying. Certain men, certain men love pantyhose. Certain men love feet. So they love to see the arch of your feet. It's the little things. So basically, in order to understand the art of seduction, you have to understand your man. You have to pay attention to what he likes and what he doesn't like. And like not all women are into makeup, not all women are into like dialing their stuff up. And we got some beautiful natural women, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you have to know what it is that the man likes. And that could be lingerie. Some men don't even like lingerie. Some men like, I hate to say it, t-shirts. Trying to say this in a nice way. T-shirts. They like regular stuff. But the thing about it is, you knowing who you are and being comfortable in your feminine energy, you're able to seduce him with you don't have to have the Victoria's Secrets on. It could just be who you are in the clothing. It's the confidence for them. And knowing that and knowing how to hold their attention. And I think we got away from that. I think we got away from knowing how to hold his attention. And sometimes it could be suggestive of flirty situation. Some women don't know how to flirt. I think women who don't know how to flirt are missing out. It's so fun. It is. It is
You know what I
so
find?
fun.
I find it interesting that even when you have your man,
Hmm.
right, being able to even still flirt with him, even if it's just the two of you, I think that's really, you know what I mean? We don't have to. It don't have to be, oh, get, putting a line or saying something that's crazy, but just simple kisses here and there. Those are the things that I feel keep things flowing.
Okay.
Even if you walking down the street with your guy, you're sitting down next to each other, or sitting across from each other. People can feel that energy, even if it's just the two of us. No one else, everybody else could be staring, but we're not paying attention to that because we're too into each other. You get what I'm saying? And that sets the tone. And it's like other people be like, oh, you know what? I want that. Because not a lot of people can do that. I seen this guy try to flirt with this girl, and I was like, the look on her face, it was like, stop. Like, where you going? Just stop.
I think that sometimes it's not even the actual touch. It's the suggestion, that it's the anticipation of that. And that's what I mean by art of seduction. Like not so much the actual physical touch, but me looking at you across the room and captivating your attention with just simple gestures. And I think we got away from that, and only because we don't have, not too many movies are suggesting that. If you think about back in the day, you have Dorothy Dandridge, you had Lena Horne, they were into the suggestion, and it was beautiful. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't how can I put it? It wasn't raunchy. It wasn't low grading. It was very seductive, but it was classy with it. But at the same time, they held the intention of the audience. You see what I'm saying? And I think that we got away from that because things are too accessible. And it's just like, you can be with a man and he can love you, but what's the fun in that? What's the fun? How do you know how to seduce him? Do you know what it takes to make his the hairs on the back of his neck stand up? Do you know how to make him turn him on? You can bump against a man without giving him a full touch and turn him on. Do you understand what that looks like? Do you know that a scent from you? So that's why I said all women need to have a signature scent. And I'm saying this because, once again, men are visual. A scent. Do you know when a man has oral sex with you, when he walks away from you, a lot of times men don't even wash their face because they want to sniff their nose for your scent. Am I lying on that, Anaya?
Hell nah. I want to wash that shit off of me.
Shut up. Anyway, I know a lot of men that walk
Hold
around.
Hold up. I was gonna be quiet. But what nasty niggas? Hold on. But what nasty nigga don't wash their face or rinse their mouth out that they ate some coochie? Because I smell that shit and I be like, damn, I smell like coochie. I smell like coochie. I don't want nobody smelling me to smell like coochie.
It's a lot of men that don't. It's a lot of men that sit up there and actually like the smell of it. So basically, back to what I was saying, I cannot stand him. So what I'm saying,
I knew that was coming. That's funny.
It's a lot that goes into seduction. And first of all, if you don't even understand what that is, you're not going to be able to even understand that it's an art to it. And then, like I said, if you would watch the old classic movies, you see what I'm saying? How they used to walk. And sometimes you would know a woman wanted you back in the day. You knew that a woman wanted your advances by the way she walked. It's a sway. You see what I'm saying? It's not an extra switch or any of that. It's the light flirt over the eyes. You know what I mean? Looking over your shoulder with a smirk. It's like those things. Those things is the things that we need to learn. And it becomes fun and flirty when it's with your spouse. And I think that's something that women need to get into, especially if you've been with somebody for a long time. I think that a lot of women like, I don't wear lingerie, but you're not wearing it for you. You're wearing it for him. See what I'm saying? I can't walk in heels. Who said that you have to walk in them? All you got to do is sit in them. Let them make sure they red. Cross your legs when you walk in the door.
So I know I was going to be quiet, but I did good because I've been on here for like 14 minutes, you know. So I give it's 14 minutes. I give myself claps. All right. But to answer your question, well, to piggyback off of what you said, that's where, when you say we don't know where things went wrong, that's where it went wrong. People stopped being in relationships for and they started being in a relationship for me, right? and
Mm-hmm.
they do things that they want to do or don't want to do. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that whole I don't want to have sex with him because I don't want to have sex, but they don't understand that damages your relationship. Or I don't want to be affectionate to her, or, you know, instead of rushing into sex, you know, give her foreplay. I don't want to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that damage your relationship. So when you sit up here and you take away one thing from your relationship, two things to get taken away after. And that's what we have to understand that goes in. When you don't be seductive no more, guess what? Other people going to be seductive. They're going to show that seductive side. And then you're going to get
Mm-hmm.
mad because that man or that woman is looking. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But you're
Mm-hmm.
not willing to apply that pressure. So you can't get
Apply
mad
it.
at them for looking for something that you're making a choice not to apply.
That's
It's
right.
it's no thing to be like, yo, like, you know. And I to me, I always tell women all the time, why you have a drawer full of lingerie that you don't ever wear? Why haven't your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, whoever you are seeing that you living with or dating, never seen you in lingerie?
Because he ain't worth
Why?
it.
You get what I mean? But then you got to be like, all right, Thor, what it takes for me to be worthy? You know what I'm saying? I'm helping you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
paying you. I'm helping paying bills. I'm coming here. I'm fixing your food. I'm doing all this. What does it take to be worthy to say, hey, think about me? Because the moment
Mm.
that we don't think about you,
It's a
hell break
problem.
loose. We're no good dude.
I
So
agree.
when does it take that for y'all not to be like, say, hey, you're a no good woman because you don't do this for me? You know,
Mm.
it got to
Mm-hmm.
be the same rules applied. My thing
Mm-hmm.
about it is I have to give to you if I expect something from you. And all I expect from you is effort. Seduce me. Kiss
Mm.
me on my neck. You
Mm-hmm.
know, lay on my side and hold me. The worst feeling in the world is being in the bed with a person and you feel alone. That's the worst feeling in the world. And let your ass roll over and you wrap your arms around them and they don't embrace you. I always think in the back of my head, what the hell is my arms around being around you for? If you ain't gonna grip my arm or reach your arm behind and grab and put your hand on my leg, you know what I'm saying? Touch me back. But if you're not gonna
Oh,
touch me,
Pooh.
if you're not gonna touch me, I'm like, yo, why am I rolling over touching you?
I got you.
You get what I'm
But you
saying?
know, but here's,
Go ahead.
yeah, it sometimes I think women get it confused. Like they use sex as a weapon and it's weaponized. And we forget that, yeah, you're doing all these things for me, but we forget that we have to show you our appreciation because you don't have to. You do it because you are who you are and because you
Right.
respect and honor me. So I think the whole cater to you when Beyonce came out with that, Destiny Child cater to you, is the best song
Mm,
that you could have ever came out with because it provoked the thought because she lists the things of why she wanted to cater to him. See what I'm saying?
right.
A lot of women get lost in that because they want to be right all the time or they got a chip on their shoulder. Sometimes people are just women are just bitches. Let's just be honest. Nobody's actually taught them how to interact with a man and a good man on top of that. So I get when men said I want my woman in heels to be cooking for me with booty shorts, and I get it. You see what I'm saying? Because yeah, I'm out here and I make sure that you got this kitchen. I put this roof over your head. You know what I mean? I make sure everything's good with you. Show me something that I like. And we forget about that.
Mm,
And it becomes a selfish, one-sided type thing. Well, you're supposed to. Well, you're supposed to make me feel like a man. This is my
right.
kingdom. Why when I walk through the door, I don't feel as though I have entered into my kingdom. And
Right.
the sad part about it for you is that you got two women that's on that. You see what I'm saying? And then not only that, appreciating you for who you are, and even more excited about being able to show you that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
it's unfortunate that the women that in past times didn't know what they had because it's so
It,
unfortunate.
but the sad thing about it is sometimes people do know what they have. They just say, well, it's just like saying I got the cow. Why do I, you know what I mean? I got the cow in the milk. Why do I have to do anything? Right? Because the same thing is what women would say towards us when we say, when they be like, well, don't give them everything, make them work for something. But then when we give you everything, it's like you just take, 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 take. You're supposed to do this. But
No,
what are
I'm
you
not.
supposed You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So
What, Rose?
we have to get to the point where it's more of a we effort. I
Mm,
don't care if you're in a monogamous relationship, a poly relationship, you should
mm.
always do what's best
For
for us.
exactly,
It should never
exactly.
be, it's about me, 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 me. Because at the end of the day, I say it all the time. When do you stop thinking about yourself? Never. You're going to always think about yourself. And you're always going
Yeah.
to put yourself first. Think about all the people that's always single. What's the first thing that they always say? I got to protect me. But you're not protecting you. You live in a miserable life. You know what I mean? Being like, I want to protect me from everybody else. So in turn, you hurt yourself, by keeping yourself away from other people rather than saying, listen, this is what I need in a relationship. This is what you need in a relationship. Let's compromise. I want to be here for you. Like, even if a man, a lot of men in our culture, even if we suggest, hey, put on a t-shirt, some booty shorts, and some heels. No, I don't want to do that. But then Valentine's come up. Oh, don't. Let me talk about Valentine's. Valentine's come up. Where my flowers and my candy and my well, where my lingerie? Where what am I getting for Valentine's? Valentine's is not for men. It's a woman holiday. No, Valentine's means love. It ain't got shit to do with a gender. You know what I'm saying? Valentine's, I give my kids things for Valentine's Day because it's out of I love
I
you.
used to.
Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, you can't think of things just being the only thing that's for you is your birthday. That's it. Mother's Day. That's what's for you. Father's Day. That's what's for you. But when it comes to us, and it shouldn't be, and that's another thing people have to stop doing. When it comes to gifts and gifts giving, stop only giving gifts when it's a birthday, Mother's Day, Christmas, Valentine's Day. Give gifts because, yo, I was thinking about you. Oh, I know this is your favorite color, or this is your favorite slogan, or you like this brand, or whatever. And I got some free money. Here you go. Boom, I got you. That's called caring for a person without being told to. And a lot of
Conditions.
these, right, we sit over here and have to be told how, like, yo, can you do this for me? You're only doing it because somebody told you to do it. You're not doing it because you want to. Hell, wear heels for me. I want to sit up there and want to massage your feet. And if your feet hard because you ain't have a pedicure, or maybe because you do be going to get pedicures and you get in that water and it makes your feet hard, I got some Vaseline for you.
I ain't
Slickety
put no
motion.
Vaseline on my face. You better put shea butter on my feet.
On your feet? On your feet?
Yes. Yes.
Man, listen. Vaseline is going to calm those bricks down. I'm trying to tell you.
No.
You've been
See, here you
kicking
go.
rocks
You
all
just went
day.
sideways. You had me
Oh,
and
I'm
then you
sorry.
left. You left me. You went sideways.
My
Rose.
bad.
What I think a lot of times when it comes to women not really doing their part in the art of seduction is they listen to their friends.
Come with it. Come on, Rose.
Sometimes these
Come on.
friends, especially the ones that ain't got nobody,
Hmm.
they don't have no problem steering your behind in the wrong direction. Why you gotta do that for him? What he do for you? And then the next thing you know, you try to do the right thing. You try to take care of your man. You try to, try to keep that flame going. And then you got this catty friend in your ear. Why you doing that? He don't deserve that. He don't deserve you. But you don't have
Girl.
nobody. And
Exactly.
they don't
But
Exactly.
acknowledge that. They'll sit there like, you know what, girl, you right. Who's she with? How's she giving you telling you what to do in your relationship, and she ain't got nobody?
And this man that did
mm,
everything beyond he's supposed to do to make sure you're okay. Girl, if you don't shut up, what I'm about to go
but
do, I'm about to go get him this steak. Matter of fact, he
Mm-hmm.
like burgers. Let me go get him his 3 meat because that's what he put on his burgers.
But one thing
Go
I've
to the house.
also learned is
Mhm.
we as women, we need to shut up also on what we do. What I do behind closed doors with my dude, she don't need to know.
Why would you want to know?
What you're doing is like these women, they run back and they say, oh, well, I did this for him and I'm going to do that for him. And they're telling you, no, don't do it. So they could do what? So they could go right behind your back and do the same thing. They just told you not to do with your man. So they could go ahead and try to do it with your man.
I would tell you that is the truth. That is the truth. You know, or the piggyback off that, not to cut you off, Ree, but I'm just going to say this real quick. Or the piggyback off that, they would sit over there and tell you not to do it. They would let you treat your man wrong,
dirty,
or they'll let you treat your woman dirty, right? And they'll be there with you, and they'll be taking pictures, and they'll be like, "Look, see, he don't even care about you. Yep. She don't even care about you. She doing this. You should be with someone like me." Seriously, exactly. That's how they get in. They're gonna let you fuck up. Yeah, they're gonna let you fuck up so they can get in, because you wanna know why? They looking at it and saying, "Yo, I've been looking for a good girl, but you got a good girl, but you mistreat her. Or I've been looking for a good dude. You got a good dude, but you mistreat her. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit up there and let you fuck up so I can slide it, because you don't deserve that." You get what I'm saying? I had it happen to me, and it was somebody cousin and best friend. It was the same person, and I thought these two people hate me. Thought they hate my guts. And guess what? Coming out, they didn't want to just fuck me. They wanted a whole relationship with me. And I'm like, wow. Both of them.
Look, both of them.
Yeah. So, yeah, I get it. But go ahead, bro. Say what you was gonna say.
I was done.
Okay. Marie, go ahead.
See what I'm saying? I'm Marie. You.
But y'all both was going to say something. Y'all both was going to say something.
He's not wrong, because my name is Rosemary.
What you're not gonna do is do that. I need another.
There we go. Where the five? Where the five?
I need another one. Trade. I need a trade. Thank you. Hello. Mm-hmm. No, not yet.
Two of that.
Not yet. But I think that I just think that it's so unfortunate, because a relationship can be so beautiful. If first of all, if women will remember that they're women, and that it's an art to being a woman, and a man appreciates art. That's why he chose you. And the thing about it is, you don't have to put all these things on your canvas to attract him, because you already attracted him. You just got to maintain it. And people and the killing part about it is, I hear so many women, badmouth women, that take care of themselves and they groom themselves. Oh, it don't take all of that. For her, it does. And that's what he likes about her. You see what I'm saying? And then only that, to try to belittle a woman that wants to do that, or that she was trained to do that. My mother was a model. My grandmother was a model. This is the things that they did. You see what I'm saying? So you can't knock me for the way I was raised. And then when I'm operating in that, you're bow mouthing that. And I see a lot of women do that too, when you're with your man. But why you got to do all that for him? Who else I'm going to do it for? Who? If he's not in the room, I have nobody to impress.
Right.
I walk out every day like this is my runway. Because at the end of the day, that's how I was raised. That's what I like to do. That's what makes me me. You understand what I'm saying? But you shouldn't knock a woman for that, because you don't know how he appreciates that. Right. Just like he may appreciate you and how you are your own natural. He likes the fact that you're down to earth and you're cool and you don't like to be overly sexed or sexual or however you want to call it. But yet still he's attracted to that too. So at the end of the day, I just think women need to mind their own business. If that's your lane, let that be your lane. Don't bow mouth me because this is mine. Because now you made me feel as though you're attacking it for a reason, because either you like it and you can't do it, or you never been taught to do it. And that's the case. Come on, let me show you how to do it. Because what will fuck him up if one day he come in and you on some flip shit and he like, damn, I didn't know you could look like that. See what I'm saying? Same thing for a woman when she all in her natural. He like, shit, you got your hair in a bun? You walk around with booty shorts and a white beater? God damn. So you got to understand.
Yeah, there's a change up. There's a change up.
Yeah, so don't bow mouth the woman. Get on her level. If you can't get on her level, hey, teach me, because I need to know. See what I'm saying? I may not do it every day, but I need to know, because he's going to appreciate it.
Relationships can be stale. And the only reason why relationships do get stale is because people don't change up. You do
They
the
don't.
same thing, the same routine each and
Same
every day,
hairstyle.
and then the same hairstyle. And then it's like, you
I
know,
can't stand it.
it's so weird to me that, people will be like, it seemed like everything was always backward, right? Because when you
Yes.
first live together, when you first
Hmm.
move in with together, you walking out of the bathroom butt booty ball naked, and I'm like, yeah, you know.
Rabbits.
So, and then next thing you know, after several months or a year or 2 years, you sitting up there like
Nigga.
you don't even get butt naked in front of me no more. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like if I see titties or your ass, it's like oh like dude,
Titties.
this supposed to be
That's such a
mine.
typical dude.
What you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, dude, I supposed to see this at least 4 times a week. At least give me four. But it becomes that. It'd be like, okay, these people get into these relationships and then everything start minusing. The text messages, minusing. I'm like, dude, if I go and take a trip, right, and let's say I gotta go do a seminar or something, right? And I'm
Hmm.
like, and I always ask people, I'm like, do you send news shots to people? And they be like, no. I be like, why don't you send news shots to your husband? That's your husband. You know what
Whole
I mean? Why
photo
don't you
shoot.
send news shots to your wife? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
something like sexy. It don't have to be always straight to the point. It could be something
Right.
sexy like, hey, I miss you. Like these things keep a relationship going and healthy. If you don't do these things, then the relationship becomes stale. It'd be like, all right, soon you call, I'm like, well, what you calling me for? Yo, you need something. Because I know you ain't calling to tell me you miss me. I know you ain't calling to tell me, you was just thinking about me. Or something stupid like, I just called to say your breath stink. You get what I'm saying? Like
I
stuff
would do
like
that.
that. Like
That would
that
be me.
you get what I'm
That would be
saying?
me.
Like
Your
that's
breath
love.
stank.
You have your own unique sense of I love yous
Stuff.
and I
Yeah.
got yous.
Yeah.
But we take
Yeah.
all that out and it don't be that. It be, oh, it's life happened. Hey, what you doing? Can you do this for me? Leave this out for me. Hey, I need this. I forgot this. That's the only time I talk to you all day. You know? Instead of just saying like, yo, I want to talk to my wife,
Mm-mm.
So
Oh, you know what
these
that
are the
means?
things that we need to start
Call.
implementing back in our life, our relationships. These are the things do because if we don't, all you're doing is just coasting to your failure in your relationship. And then when you get there 10 years, let's say what they say marriage was 5, year 7, and year 11 is the hardest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get into the hell too. I think year 2 is hard as hell to me too. But what I'm saying is
That
when
first
you get
year.
into these, yeah, that first year is a doozy. But
Like,
when you sitting up here and you're
Stop figuring
learning
them
each
out.
other and then you relearning each other, you know what I mean? Because
yeah.
that's when they get hard because you're relearning each other. You have to
Mm-hmm.
relearn each other because if you
Mm-hmm.
don't, then you setting yourself up for failure because
Mm-hmm.
everybody's growing constantly. And you have to pay attention to your loved ones to say, yo, all right, this is who they are this week,
Mm-hmm.
this month, this year.
Mm-hmm.
They just because they was a certain way last year, just because y'all was having threesomes last year, doesn't mean y'all gonna have threesomes this year.
Dead.
Just because y'all sitting
Dead.
up there going to the swingers club last year, doesn't mean y'all
I
going
would
to the
do that.
swingers club this year.
I
But
want to go
what
so
I'm
bad.
saying is,
You
but
want to go
what
to
I'm
a
saying
swingers
is,
club?
Yes.
yeah, but what I'm saying is everything always there's always going to be a time that things change up. Just because
That's
y'all
true.
going to strip clubs, and then y'all don't go to strip clubs no more. Some people be stuck in that same light, and it's like, dude, you supposed to grow. You supposed to progress, not stay there. Yo, enjoy it, cool, go. Going to going to nude beaches, cool. To me, I'm a
Oh
person that
no.
say, yo, let's go and
I want to see other
enjoy life. You get what I'm saying? Let's go enjoy
Mm-hmm.
life. But my thing is, never don't get stuck there. Let's not get stuck doing this. And this is who we are year in, year out. But we ain't got no progression. You know,
Yeah.
because your relationship always need progression. It need growth. They say, yo, we used to do this, we used to do that, but now we doing this and now we doing that. So go ahead.
And keeping your partner's attention is uh it's a job. It's a job. It's a job. And everybody been in here, been married. We've been married for a
Mm.
little, well, mine didn't last as long as y'all. Y'all, kudos to y'all. But my thing is, it was shit.
Mine
It
only
was,
lasted long on paper.
girl. Like my thing is, it's just like you have to keep your partner's attention, and I think if it's transparency and honesty and being able to communicate with your partner, like that's only how things are going to get better between you two. um
Right.
Open to do what he likes to do. I may not want to sit in a stripper club because I'm be honest, I went in there and I did not like it. Broad was trying to put her ass. Look, bruh, I don't roll that way. He do though. Do him. See what I'm saying? But that's gonna cause if you want to, because you always doing what I want you to do. You walk around in the shoe store. You don't want to be in there. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna go buy more house plants. You walking around with me with a house
Mm-hmm.
plant. So I need to be able to do things you like too. Swingers Club,
Right.
definitely. I want to go, but like anything out like New Beach, but it's just like those things are what you like to do. Why not? I can at
Right.
least say I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to go to the new beach and see the old guys naked.
Old people. No. Oh, but that's only American nude beaches. When you go to like the new beach on Jamaica, or you go to new beach in Africa and stuff like that, no, 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 there be young
They
people
got a
there.
new beach in Africa. Oh, take me there.
Yeah.
Man, dang go. Let's go. What? I have a whiplash. You probably have to grab me by my hair. Now you're being disrespectful. My bad. I ain't even trying. I'm just saying.
And
But it just
there are some shows, like I know you're saying about this the strip club. I've been to a burlesque show, and watching them do the show at a burlesque that is from a burlesque show, it's to me it's just so much better than going to an actual strip club. Because yeah, she's
Yeah.
taking her clothes off, but it's the way
But it's
she's,
entertainment.
art
Yeah.
of seduction.
it's the way she's, and it had me
Exactly.
sitting there like,
I ain't gay, but nigga.
huh, huh.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's entertaining, and that's
Right.
how they did it back then. They didn't
Mm-hmm.
do this. They put on the show, they made it entertaining, they made you feel what they felt, and by the time you went home, you're like, okay, so we doing this. This where we at, come on.
But
But
you
see,
you
that's
gotta understand. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no,
No,
no.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, I was just saying you got to understand the strippers nowadays. They're just doing it for money. They're doing it to be. No,
To
I'm not
get
saying
paid.
all of them. Yeah, I'm not saying all of them, but a high majority of them doing it to be predators on other people to get money. That's it. And they're gonna give you as least. They're gonna give you the least as much as they can. And me, I was getting in arguments with strippers. I was like, man, I ain't paying for that. You ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you on your phone on Instagram, and all you doing is jocking your booty up and down. No, I'm not paying for that.
With your
Get
tongue
out of
hanging out
here.
your mouth.
This chick over
So
here that's doing
ratchet.
the headstand and all that other stuff, I pay for that. But I'm not paying for this other crap.
I'll pay
So
for
I'm
that.
just saying, I'm not. But another thing
I'll pay
is,
for that.
since we talking about seduction, if I
Mhm.
have, a woman or women at home, shit, strip for me. I can sit at home and I'm paying them. At least, guess what? They get my money. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to always go to a strip club. If your girl want it, I don't care if she can't dance. She could try to dance. She could be fucking up and she could be laughing and y'all could turn it into a memory. But guess what? You just throwing money at her. And you be like, yeah, there you go, baby. Dude, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Do a
we're
picnic.
taking pole dancing classes. Side
Right, but
note.
do a
Who's
picnic
taking pole
in the
dancing
living
class?
room. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go out there and be like, I ain't got
Absolutely.
the money. You could turn things that you would do at home, you know what I'm saying,
Into fun. Yeah.
into fun exercise. But go ahead.
I'm for it.
I,
What you about to say, Rose?
So you want to do pole dancing classes? So you just trying to see me slide down the pole and crack my neck?
Girl, you ain't gonna crack your ankle because that survivor mode gonna catch you in. You gonna be like, yeah, this is what we do right here. And you gotta here's the thing though. My thing is this. Because what you won't do, the next woman will, right? I always been told
and man
to be a whore in his
and what you won't do, next man won't either.
To be a whore in his bedroom, a
whore,
chef in his kitchen, and a good servant over his money. He gets on my nerves. And I have always kept that in my life. Like, and sometimes it's not about you. What he like is what he like. Because what you want to do, the next one will. Oh, nobody's gonna outfuck you better than me. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't know what I'm doing, I'm watching porn till I get it right.
What?
Girl,
suck on my throbbing cock.
Like, wow.
No, see, why though? You just take it to the
Hey, that's in the porn. All porn ain't good porn. I'm just saying, all porn ain't good porn. You talking about you gonna watch porn until you get it right? All porn ain't good porn. I seen that in a porn. White dude suck on my throbbing cock.
I had the floor. I had.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All porn ain't good porn though.
So, all that to say is that whatever it's gonna take, and it could see if he's giving me the best of him, he has to get the best of me. He has to get the best of me, and there's no limits to that. I'm not putting a limitation on you because you do not put a limitation on me. Period. And at the end of the day, if you're telling me that's what you like, okay, may not be my thing. Maybe you get it with Rose. I ain't on it.
We're gonna rock it out. We're gonna rock it out.
But we're gonna do what we need to do to make sure that you're pleased. And that's the whole point of the situation. If I cannot learn the art of seduction, I ask all women, if you're listening, pull up them old 50, 30, 40 movies and watch how the women walked into a room. Watch how they did they always did the exaggeration on their eyes and their lips. Watch how they did a flirt. Watch how they did their shoulders and look over their shoulder and wink. Like little stuff like that goes a long fucking way. And you will be surprised. And he'll be like, oh shit, the fuck happened to you? What's going on with you? Yeah, I got you now. I got your attention. You could be walking around the grocery store and fuck him up. He wouldn't know it. Nigga stumbling and shit. It's so much shit that can be done. But you gotta understand, first of all, you gotta be comfortable in your body. If your body does not look the way it needs to look, you better hit that motherfucking gym.
Titties, if you got hacky sack titties, let him motorboat it. It'll be fine. It will be fine. Just put his face in your titties and let him motorboat. Just smack him with it like Will Smith. Bam, baby. Bam, baby. Smack them. Smack him. Yes. Motorboat the tick.
Sire.
Yes.
Sir.
Yeah. I think that's where Cardi B got it from. She was in somebody's titties. She was like, There, go ahead.
You know, it's funny. For me, being that I was so, my parents kept me so secluded and so much in the house. A lot of things I learned from reading.
Cause them nasty romance books is nasty, girl.
I learned from reading.
And then he breathes it down. Yeah.
Yeah, you just learn how to do things because I didn't. First and foremost, my mother was not going to teach me that. I could tell you that right off the bat. She was not going to teach me that. She was not going to teach me, how to. She was going to teach me how to cook. She's going to teach me how to clean. She's going to teach me how to maintain house, how to maintain my man in the bedroom. You better go somewhere else with that one. So I had to learn. I read books. I read books to figure stuff out. It was funny. I read a book on how to give head. And I was like, oh, okay. And the things you could find in a book. But these days, they're not going to read. The younger generation of women these days, they're not going to read. They look on social media and they figure, well, if I just twerk and shake my ass, that's good.
No,
that's what's going to get them and keep them.
No, it's not.
If I wear barely nothing, he's going to see what he got. But if he sees what you got, so does his boys. So does his pops. So does his uncles and all the other men that's around. They all see what he got too. And guess what they're going to do? Yeah. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to try to pine after that too. So what are you really doing? Whatever you do for him should be just for him. Whatever he sees should be just for him. But that's just me. That's just the way how I was brought up, and that's just how
I'm,
I view things. It may not
I'm
be the
gonna
way
put
you should be,
I'm
but
gonna
that's
put
just
it this way. I'm gonna put it this way, and I don't speak for all men, but I speak for the majority. And the one thing that women don't get is, you know, when we look at women, right? Yeah, we want to see the woman with her titties out. We want to see the woman with her ass out, right? That's what we want to see. That's not who we want to bring home. Who we want to bring home and wife up is the woman that her cleavage don't show. Like she respectful about her. That is more sexier than anything. Because we find that is strength and sexy. Yeah, you can wear something in your butt show because you can't do too much about that. But when you showing your breasts, when you wearing outfits that you want to show people, you get
Yes,
what
you
I'm
do.
saying? You want attention. That's not what we like to call ours. We don't want to call
Mm.
that ours. And the reason why is because we looking at it is you're not doing that for us. And then the longer we're in a relationship and you still doing that, you're not doing that for us. You're not dressing like that for me, right? So it's just like what's her name? Delicious, right? Delicious.
Who?
I seen the story of Delicious. You know, the one on Flavor of Love,
oh,
the girl with the big butt.
that was so long
Okay.
ago.
Yeah, it was so long ago, but how she stayed relevant was she started to date. She would date people in entertainment, whatever, but she could never keep a relationship because why? She looking for her come up off of people, and I can't speak on how she is in a relationship, but I can speak on the saying, yo, her relationships don't last long. I can speak on, like who you 44 years old and you're posting about you not being a man that married you, you're posting about you don't he likes sex a lot, but I don't like sex. But you're 44 and you're making those type of posts? Like, dude, really? You're inviting people into your lifestyle, right? Then not only that is you sit up there, you have a your main dude, your dude that you're married to, he's filed for divorce because you post a dude talking about he's your side dude, right? You say, hold on,
What?
hold on, hold on. Give me a second. So, dude said that he's your side dude, and the main dude mistreating you, and this dude say, husbands are temporary, but side dudes are forever. And then you repost that and say, thank you. I needed that laugh. That's not funny. You're a
It's
whole
not.
grown woman. You get what
It
I'm saying? Now
wasn't.
you wonder why your man don't want to be with you. I've been with a woman that I knew when I listened to songs and they talk about Mr. Steal Your Girl, I knew people could steal my girl. That is a terrible feeling to be with a person that's like that. It's a terrible feeling to be with a man that other women can steal from you. That's a terrible feeling to be with a person like that you know that anybody outside your home, can take your man or take your woman. Nobody
Mm.
want to be with a person like that. Nobody want to be with someone that seeks validation for outside world, but don't seek no validation in you as your
Mm.
partner. They don't do
Mm.
things for you. They do things for other people. And you don't get dressed sexy for your partner, for your man, for your woman. You don't wear suits and stuff for your woman. You wear suits and stuff for your secretary or people that's
Wow.
around you or whatever. You don't wear
Wow.
lingerie or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like it's so sad that you would apply pressure to people that haven't put that work in to be with you and to stay with you. But you will give them that free pressure to people that haven't earned that. But the person
Mm-hmm.
that earned that, you're not applying that pressure for that. You're not applying
Mm.
pressure and to say, yo, this person earned it. They pull up with my bullshit. Whether you male or female, these people put up with your bullshit. Why can't you apply that pressure? Why can't you
Mm-hmm.
sit over there and say, yo, even if I don't want to, I'm still going to give to you because you're a great father. You're a great mother.
Mm-hmm.
You might not be the best partner, but you're a really great partner. You make sure you look out for them. You make sure you got me. When people start putting that in progress and put that in their process, I guarantee you the cheating will calm down. Because people are like, yo, I ain't gonna fuck up this shit. Now she might not be perfect, but guess what? Dude, she sucked my dick. She give me a sandwich. She give me peace,
What's up with
right?
sandwiches?
I'm
That's
just saying,
interesting.
sucking dick and give a sandwich that way is showing effort. It's showing effort, okay? It's like, you know. But
Not a
I'm
pick
just
me up,
saying,
but a
like,
sandwich.
people,
I understand.
people, all I'm saying is people that sit over here that show effort continuously, not that lazy shit. I'm just saying, it don't even have to be sexual. People that say, "Yo, I got you," even though I don't want to do this, I want to still give you a massage because I'm tired. But I want to give you a great massage. I want to massage you like I'm not even tired. People that sit up there and say, "Yo, all right, you in the hospital? I ain't leaving the hospital until you go." Why you not applying pressure to them? Why it is what it is. We became so content at we can lose people that we can't lose. You get what I mean? The moment you lose them, your life it's gonna change dramatically. You get what I'm saying? Because they do so much for you. But we act like they're option and they're not.
Mm.
Whether it's male or female. And we're risking everything because of our egos. So we just need to be able to be in a position, in a mental position, to say, yo, relationships, marriages, and being with people, this was our choice. And it's not about us. It's about us. You get what I'm saying? It's not about me as an individual. It's about us as a whole. Now, sometimes we get into a relationship and it become like slavery. When I say it, what I mean by slavery is the person change how you eat, the person change what you wear, the person change everything that you do and don't do
Sound
anything
like you
that you
got a
like
little
to do.
animosity.
No, I'm just saying, like been in those relationships where you in it
Mm.
just to be in it, to please your other partner, but they ain't doing nothing to please you. But then that's you. You need to say, yo, I can't be in these relationships. I gotta go. You gotta own that up. Because you are the first and the last person to treat people, to show people how to treat you and how to love you.
That's true.
Because by giving them what you put up with and what you accept. But that was my final word. That was enough. But go ahead. I did good. I did good. Yeah, yeah. Take it. Love it. Love it. Shout out to LL. What?
They should go with their faces.
What? I did good though. I did good. I did good. I did good all over.
And then you did this.
Nights like this, I wish raindrops will fall. What's your final word, Ree? What's your final word, Ree?
She's like, I guess nothing.
What's your final word, Rose? Ree ain't gonna talk. She had enough of me.
Well, for me, it's there has to be, you have to be able to keep that spark going, that fire going in your relationship. You can't
Right,
let it, you can't just let it falter away and do nothing and then complain later on down the road. Well, I don't know what went wrong. You didn't care for it. You didn't care for it like you care for everything else, and the most important thing, and I swear this is something that needs to be said over and over and over and over again: keep your friends out of it. You know what you have at home, and it's up to you, not your friends, to tell you how to deal with your relationship at home. You want to keep that spark going, keep that seduction going, keep that fire going. You got to leave them out of it because they're not going to lead you in the right direction.
right.
They want you to be just as miserable as they are. So don't do it. Don't cater to them. Handle your business and take care of your man. Never be ashamed for taking care of your man, because at the end of the day, he's not ashamed to take care of you.
True.
That's my
That's
final
true.
thought.
I think a whole bunch of people are idiots. That's like the person looking at like me taking job advice from a person that can't keep a job. Why am I taking relationship advice from a person that can't keep a relationship? Because guess what? The first time, yeah, it's them. Second time, maybe it's them. Third time, I'm starting to look at you. The fourth time, I'm definitely looking at you. And if all your relationship end and be current, the same as if you in the same relationship, you're the common denominator. I had to look at myself when I was with women, and I'm like, yo, why all these women treat me the same way? I had to look at what I was doing and how I was acting. You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? I'm the common denominator. I'm holding myself accountable. So when they start acting like this, I'm like, all right, yo, that's me in the way I'm moving. Maybe I need to change how I move. Maybe I need to change how I present myself. Because just because you're okay with who you are doesn't mean that you're not toxic. It doesn't mean that
Facts.
you're not sitting over here and adding hardship to other people's lives. You might be okay, but nobody's okay with you.
Mm.
And you can be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Yeah, then you need to stay by yourself, because a relationship is not about you. Relationship means, hey, we're making agreements that we're going into this commitment so we can grow, not stay the same. And there's a lot of people that go in these relationships and you 5 years in and y'all in the same spot that y'all met. Same house, same car, same position, everything. Nothing changed because y'all know how to work as a team. You don't know how to say, I'm going to submit to my wife or my girlfriend, or I'm going to submit to my husband or my boyfriend. You don't know how to say, hey, we have a child, but our relationship has ran its course. So let's respect that, but still respect each other. You get what I'm saying? Because you have to learn how to fight fair. You have to learn how to sit up here and be like, all right, I don't want to do this, but this will make this person happy. So let me go out here and try to do this. Let me go to the gym with this person. Let me put on this clothing for this person. I don't have to if I'm a woman and my husband brought me something. You don't think I want to think it's the best thing smoking? And I probably look at it as like it's ugly as hell, but it makes that person happy. You know what I'm saying? It'd be
I
like,
gotta
this
be
some
ugly
ugly
as
shit.
hell. Damn.
Yeah, but this is some ugly shit, but let's make this little nappy head nigga happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rock it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let my wife buy me a fucking. You sitting up there and buy me an ugly ass sweater. I'm like, mm-hmm. Oh, you like the yeah, baby? This sweater is the shit. This shit itchy as fuck. Like, man, I want to lose this one of the days. Shit, I'm just gonna let it. I'm gonna wear this a couple times and it's gonna get lost. It's gonna be MIA, missing in action. What happened to your sweater? I don't know, baby. I don't know. What happened, man? I love that damn sweater.
Are you are you listening to this?
He's giving
Hey,
away the
Put it in a
secret.
mental note because he's telling the
hey,
secret.
y'all
He's giving
forget.
the secret. You
Y'all
know
will
why he
forget.
No,
said
we
that? Like,
ain't.
keep talking.
Y'all will forget. I'm just gonna be like,
No. Medical
hey, I
secretary by
got
trade
these nice
is
pair of
here.
shoes.
Mm-mm.
They look like
Da-da,
boats.
Inspector Gadget.
You bought me some shoes, like, okay. I gotta treat these like Bobos, like the 1990 Bobos, 1980 Bobos, that with the big ass heel that you be trying to fuck up so you can get some new shoes. You be walking on the sides. This shit don't miss. These shoes ain't going nowhere. Nah. All right, but that was it. That's my final. You have a fine, Marie. What's your final, Marie?
Learn the art of seduction. You will not regret it. That is it.
Short and sweet.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Okay, I got you. Mm-hmm. I got you. Thank you for tuning in. And we are done before an hour. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Amen.
Barely.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.